Hello and welcome to this Steps to Success session. I hope you've been having a really good week and I hope you're ready for a really lovely weekend. This session is all about 3 costly mistakes to avoid as a new coach. Watching this session will save you time, money, energy, integrity and will help you actually get your coaching business working and winning clients a lot quicker. These are 3 mistakes that I made when I started my coaching business. And the reason I'm sharing these mistakes with you is wherever you are now in your coaching business, these mistakes can help you to accelerate your process towards success and hopefully avoid some of these costly mistakes, or if you're already making them, to recognize the mistakes, because these things happen, to recognize that you're making these mistakes and also to figure out how to change it, because I think that's often one of the problems. You kind of know that something's not really working, you know that things are going a little bit awry, but actually knowing how to change it can be really tricky. So I can see we've got people joining. Say hi, say #team live as you join so I know who's here. It's always nice to get a little bit of forward and backwards. So just a reminder, obviously this is a live session happening in the Soulpreneur Success Society, my Facebook group, which I love, and I would love to keep expanding this network. So please do invite your fellow female coaches to come and join you here inside this community. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sally. I'm actually your host here at the Soulpreneur Success Society Facebook group. I'm a business and marketing coach, and I help female coaches turn their passion for coaching into profitable businesses inside the Business of Coaching Academy. Okay, so hi Colleen, oh, from Canada, how exciting. Hi Colleen from Canada. What's the weather like by you? It's a bit chilly here today. So when you start out as a new coach, it's a minefield. There are a lot of mistakes that you can make. And one of the things that I have most definitely learned is the biggest stumbling block to you as a new coach to getting towards where you want to be is you. You are your own biggest stumbling block. And each of these 3 costly mistakes I'm going to be talking you through today. I'm also going to be talking about the underlying fear that can be holding you trapped making these mistakes. So super valuable stuff. So before we dive in, I'd love to hear in the comments what you think is the #1 mistake new coaches make, new online business owners make when they come into the online business world. What do you think is one of the top mistakes that people make when they come into the online business world? I'm curious to know what you guys think. So obviously get involved, see if there are any common threads or mistakes or things that you can point out as we go through. If there's anything that I can clear up, any questions you have, anything I'm not making really clear, let me know, pop them in the comments. If I don't answer them during the live, I will definitely answer them after I've done this live. So let's get started. If you don't have one of these flip charts, and you do a lot of lives, by the way, I highly recommend getting one of these flip charts. They're so much fun to work with. So we're going to look at 3 things really today: the mistake, the impact of the mistake, and the better way. So these are the 3 things we're going to be focusing on today. So the first mistake is give. Now, let me know in the comments if you have heard business coaches, marketing coaches, or people saying you've just got to give loads and loads of high value content to your community. You should come from a place of giving value. You should only focus on giving value. That's all you need to do. And if you just give loads and loads of value, people will just come to you, clients will flood through your door and want to work with you. Now, the danger with this give message, it's dangerous on many levels. It's dangerous because that's the highlight message, and actually there's a lot of other strategy underneath that message that often gets left out. So what often happens is that new coaches end up giving away a lot of their high value how-to content, and that is dangerous. And that is dangerous for a multitude of reasons. what can happen is you start to realize you've got an entire community of freebie seekers. Okay, lovely people, don't get me wrong, like absolutely lovely people, maybe even your absolute dream clients, but they're so used to getting so much high value content from you for free that when it comes to actually wanting to buy from you, they don't buy. Because they're getting stuff from you for free, so like, why should they buy anything from you? So giving away so much high value how-to information can create this sort of real big community of freebie seekers who are being trained by you to expect free information all the time. So actually when you do work up the blooming courage to try and sell something, it's crickets. Like nobody wants to buy from you. And the reason they feel that way is they feel they're getting just enough to keep going. And actually, that is harming your community. Giving away your high value how-to content is harming your community. Colleen's saying, yes, give your best stuff away to build trust is what everyone says. Yes, that's what everyone says, and it's partly true, it's partly true. But the reason it harms your community is when you give away a lot of how-to content, your community is getting a tiny little fraction of the next step. So rather than be motivated to buy from you and to work with you and to get the full transformation with you, they're like stuck in this tiny next step cycle where they're being drip fed just a little tiny bit of information to take just a little next step, but actually they're not going to reach the whole way because you're never giving away the full, well, I hope you're never giving away the full how-to picture in your free content. You're always just giving, and also you give in this scattered way, right? So you're giving a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So your community are kind of like all over the place, and they're making a little bit of progress here, and a little bit of progress there, and a little bit of progress there. And the mentality is, oh, I'm making progress, so I don't need to work with a coach because I'm making progress. But they're making scattered progress, probably not implementing things in the right way. A lot of my clients say, I kind of knew this stuff, but I wasn't implementing it in the right way. So actually, by giving away all of your very, very high value how-to content, you're actually harming your community. When I realized that, to be honest, my mind was blown. I was like, holy shit, I've been doing this for ages. So sorry guys, if you were in my community while I was doing that. It also creates, this is, you know what, this word, it's one of the most overused words I think in the online business world, and it kind of annoys me, but I've googled it, I can't find another word that kind of sums it up. It leads to overwhelm. So it leads to content overwhelm because you're giving away so much high value content for free, and because you're not really converting with that content, no clients are coming forward. What do you normally end up do? You give more. You give more, give more, give more, give more. So you end up getting very, very overwhelmed, and on this content sort of constant content giving cycle that can make you feel really, really overwhelmed. Also because you feel like, oh my God, like what else can I do? I'm giving you guys everything. Like, what more do you want from me? So you can actually start to feel quite resentful towards your community because you feel like you're serving them so powerfully with so much good stuff. And yet when it comes time to buy from you, like no one's buying. It's like, oh my God, what am I doing this for? So it's a very, very, very dangerous strategy. And the result of this strategy, unfortunately, is that you're not going to win any clients. And if you do win clients, you are not going to win clients consistently because the give, give, give method is not a proper sales strategy that is going to be reliable for you. And I said at the beginning I was going to talk about the fears that underlie each of these costly mistakes. And the fears here, well, first of all, you develop a real fear of selling because everyone's saying to you, don't sell. Oh my God, don't sell. Don't do direct sales. Don't sell. You'll be spammy. People will think badly of you. Don't sell, don't sell, don't sell. So you start to build this real fear of sales. And underlying a fear of sales is often a fear of rejection and failure. If I start to sell to my community, if I hold back on some of this high value how-to content and I start to actually keep that behind my paywall and I start to actually invite them to work with me, what if it's crickets? What if they reject me? What if I fail? Like, doing that, actually stepping forward, makes you more vulnerable. So those fears can keep you in that give cycle. So what to do instead? This is something that I say so often to my clients that I bet if any of them are actually watching, they will know exactly what I'm going to say before I say it. What you give instead is what, why, when, and where. Oopsie. Remember that how is behind your paywall. That's for your paying clients. Okay, so what you give is what. What is it that you offer? What is it you're talking about? What is the transformation you provide? What does it mean in someone's life if they get the transformation you can provide for them? What are the symptoms, the pain, the problems they might be experiencing right now that can be holding them in a cycle of being trapped? What? I promise you there is so much. I see Susan's just come on. She's a client of mine in the academy, so she'll know exactly what I'm saying when I say this. The what topic alone can give you so much content to share. You'll be amazed. If you just take your methodology, you take your coaching program or whatever it is you've got and ask yourself the question, what is this? What is this? What does this mean? What Answer the what question in your content, and then make the calls to action, the invitations to work with you to learn the how, okay? So you're still talking about what you offer, just not how you actually help clients do it. The why. Why is this so important? Why does this matter? Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to do this with you as a coach? Why will it benefit me? Why? Answer the question why. So your messaging shouldn't be all of that high value how to, it should be the what and the why. The when. When is this affecting you? When can you get it resolved by? Like, what will happen if you don't get it resolved by this date? What will your life look like then? Why wouldn't you want that? What, why, when, where? You've got to be just stay in your mind over and over again asking yourself these questions. So when does it need to be resolved by? And when can you help them resolve it? And where? Where will they be in the future if they resolve it? Where will they be in the future if they don't resolve it? Where are you able to help them? Inside the Business of Coaching Academy. That's why I refer to it as an inside. It's in this thing that I can help you here. Here is where it is. Here's where the answer is. So yeah, instead of sharing all of that high value how-to content where you're creating freebie seekers who aren't going to buy from you, you're actually harming your community by sharing that information, giving yourself massive overwhelm, not winning any clients consistently at all. Do this instead, because when you start doing this, you start to win clients, and these fears of rejection and failure and a fear of selling will start to dissipate. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you think of this first mistake. Have you been making this mistake? Do you recognize it? Are you going to be making any changes maybe in response to hearing about this costly mistake? Let me know in the comments. So the second costly mistake is not nailing your super niche. And I call it a super niche because I think some people are a bit scared of niching. They think, oh, if niching means like it has to be this teeny tiny little thing of what I do, and I don't believe that. That's not how I go about niching. But I think that is actually one of those fears of niching. And actually, while we're just talking about niching, let's talk about the fear that underlies niching. You're going to not be surprised here. It is a fear of rejection and failure. So real themes coming through here. Not niching can be coming from a fear of rejection and failure. So when you don't nail your niche, this is the impact it can have on your business. you can be sending out a very, very confused message, right? A confused message where you're confused. You're like, actually, you know what? I'm not even 100% clear what I'm offering, who I'm offering it to, what the transformation is that I'm giving. Like, the message is just really, really scattered and really, really confused. So you're confusing yourself with your messaging because you're not niching, and you're confusing the hell out of your audience. So when you try and be all things to all men, and you talking about every single piece of everything that you know all the time in a non-structured way, you just confuse the hell out of people. And the result of creating that kind of confusion is no one's going to buy from you, because nobody is really 100% clear what it is you're actually offering in the first place. Once again, that word, it can cause massive overwhelm. I see this all the time when people don't niche down, like niche and understand, and I'll talk about the niching in just a minute. When people don't niche, it causes massive overwhelm because they're unfocused, they're frazzled, they're trying to do several different things at once. They're trying to keep all of these balls in the air. They're trying to sort of give messaging to that group of people and that group of people, and talk about this message and this message. And it just gets too much. It's completely unmanageable as a business structure, as a business strategy. It can cause real overwhelm. And of course, no focus at all. Just no focus, because you're here one minute, you're there the next. I can promise you this. The minute you start to niche down and get so laser focused on exactly the things I'm going to talk about in just a second, you will literally breathe a sigh of huge, massive relief, and everything in your business will start to feel easier and have more flow. When people say, by the way, oh yeah, ease and flow in your business, they're not actually saying building a business should be easy, or it shouldn't take hard work. What they really mean is that when you get all of these things right, these foundations in your business, these strategies, these systems in your business, then things do feel to flow with more ease. So ease and flow, again, I think is a message that can actually be quite damaging, because I think people kind of see the ease and flow message and kind of take it in a bit of the wrong way. So Susan saying overwhelm was me last week before our conversation. Yes, we've had a long conversation about this. And the result of not nailing your niche, again, maybe not surprising, no clients. Because actually, even though it seems a bit counterintuitive, when you're talking to everyone, you're talking to nobody. I mean, we've all heard that little saying before, and it is so true. So they don't know who they are. Am I? Is she talking to me? Am I a dream? Can she help me? Does she understand where I'm coming from? Like, a lot of the people who I work with, they're like, I just knew you'd get me. Like, I knew you'd been there, I knew you'd get me. Your messaging talks directly to me. When I watch your video, I'm like, holy shit, Sally just is talking right into my brain. So I'm talking to one specific type of person, right? And I know who that is that I'm talking to. So I can be super specific. And my dream clients are brought to me magnetically. You know, I'm manifesting them into my life all the time because I'm talking with one voice about a specific subject and I'm being repetitive about it. Okay, so let's go into the better way. So the better way in terms of nailing your niche, and when it comes to niching, I think a lot of times people think of niching just as in dream client, but actually it's more than that. Okay, so when it comes to niching, it's about your methodology, your coaching identity, your dream client, and your message. So these are the areas that you need to really, really niche in. Your methodology, so your end-to-end coaching system, how you deliver the transformation for your clients. Because I can promise you this now, your methodology, right? I'm in marketing, right? I've been doing marketing my whole career. I bet the marketing that I do, the tactics, the strategies, it's none of it's rocket science. I've not made any of it up. I've not plucked it out of the air. It's all stuff based on what's tried and tested out there in the marketplace. What's unique about my methodology is the way I've put it together. My interpretation of how it works and how I teach it and how I teach my clients to implement it. That's what makes my methodology so unique. And so I have niched down my methodology. This is the way I work. These are the things that I believe in, and they're all incorporated into my methodology. The minute you've got your methodology on lockdown, this niching thing starts to feel a bit less scary because you've got a very, very clear focus and very, very clear direction. Coaching identity, who you are as a coach. This is something that I don't really see many other business coaches talking about, but it's something that's so critical for new coaches to really take the time to understand. Who are you as a coach? Who do you want to be? What do you stand for? What are you aiming for? What is your coaching identity? Who do you serve the most powerfully? What transformations are you getting for people? Once you've nailed down your coaching identity, that is like your inner niche. It's like your pillar of visions, values, your purpose, your why, your mission. That's all really tied up in your coaching identity. And once you've got that on lockdown, you move forward with a lot more structure and focus. Your dream client, this is the one that we're all perhaps a bit more familiar with. Niching your dream client. Who do you serve the most powerfully? Look, with the best will in the world, you're not going to be able to deliver a really deep, meaningful, fast or whatever transformation to every Tom, Dick and Harry in the world. Or Mary, Margaret and Elizabeth. You're just not going to be able to do that. You know what I mean? I realised quite a while ago that I really want to work with women because that's who I energetically connect with the most. So I only work with women. Then I kind of realised, actually, you know what? Female coaches rock. Like, female coaches are, they're just my kind of people. So yeah, that's who I want to work with. And actually I'm really good with all the online strategy and all that kind of stuff. So I want to work with female coaches with online businesses. So I've niched down who I want to support and I've gone all in. I have spent time, invested time, energy and money learning strategies and systems and tools and tactics to help that exact type of person. And guess what that makes me? That makes me a super powerful coach for female coaches running online businesses because I am 100% laser focused on all of the problems they face and all of the solutions I can deliver for them. You can start to see how niching is so much more and delivers so much more to you than just that dream client niche, which is what everyone seems to talk about. And your message as well. Nailing your message, understanding that your message needs to come from your methodology. It needs to follow specific frameworks. It needs to be repetitive and consistent. Once you've niched your message down, so you're following a few key pillars, a few key message strands or buckets or whatever you want to call them, your community will be like, oh God, that's a bloody relief. I know what she's on about now, and I know if I fit the bill, and I know if she can help me. It's like everyone can breathe a collective sigh of relief because everyone knows where you're going with things. So niching down your message is super, super important. And the result of doing all of this stuff is that you'll start to win more clients. You'll start to win more clients when you do this the better way. This side, no, not the better way. That's the side of overwhelm and fear and frustration and irritation. This is the way that things should be done. But I think these mistakes, I think they do come from strands of messaging that are in parts correct, but we kind of take them and implement them in the wrong way. So the third and final costly mistake is copycat marketing, and I think a lot of people fall into this trap when we first get going. So let me know in the comments if you've not been nailing your super niche in terms of these important areas. It's not just about clients. Colleen saying so clarifying, good, excellent. Let me know in the comments if you've not been nailing your super niche, if these areas aren't areas you've really considered in terms of your niche before, if this is resonating, ringing true. Let me know. So copycat marketing, again, this is something that I feel a lot of, I mean, I did this, you know what I'm saying? I did all of these, what I'm saying. But a lot of us fall into this trap when we first get going. What we do is we follow the crowd, right? So we see like everyone else saying a certain message, looking a certain way, saying certain things, like their messaging, results. So we feel like, oh, well, if this is the way it has to be done, then this is what I'll say as well. You know, oh, if I have to look this way, and if I have to say these things, and if I have to do these things in order to be successful as an online coach, that's what I'm going to do. So often what this ends up is that you are, well, okay, there's a really, really big quote that I don't know if I just made it up when I was preparing for this, but I said it and I was like, hot damn, that makes so much sense. If you don't believe it, oopsie, you won't sell it. I don't know if I just made that up. But I said it to myself and I was like, oh my God, that's so good. If you don't believe it, you won't sell it. Repeat that to yourself over and over and over again. Because if you're following the crowd and you're doing things that are out of alignment with yourself, I did sales tactics and marketing tactics, and I put messaging out there and I said certain things in certain kinds of way that, to be honest, made me want to vomit. Like, I felt cringy, it didn't feel right, it didn't feel genuine, it didn't feel like who I am as a person. But I was like, okay, this is what everyone's saying we've got to do, so I did it. And I didn't believe it, and guess what happened? No clients. No clients. You're not going to be able to build a successful coaching business if you're following tactics, tools, strategies, messaging, methods, whatever, that don't feel in alignment to you. Colleen's saying, I got clear on my niche but didn't think about the other areas. Makes complete sense. Yet this is super powerful. And this is all stuff that I go into a lot of detail in inside the Business of Coaching Academy. So if you decide to work with me, this is stuff that we're going to really, really nail down. Susan saying, I need to tweak my methodology to better serve my dream client. Brilliant. And Colleen saying, I'm a rebel at heart, so I don't struggle with the copycat pressure. Colleen, I'm a rebel too. Holy shit, I am such a rebel. If I feel I'm obligated to do something, or if I feel someone's telling me to do something, I want to do the exact opposite. But when I came into this online coaching world, it's such a noisy, crowded and overwhelming place. I did actually just end up doing, and I've been in marketing for 20 years, hey, so I should have known better. But I did end up just going along with what I call the 6-figure balmy army. Okay, I saw all these coaches offering and promising these huge, amazing sounding, always financial, hey, always financial results. Work with me and you'll have your first 10-figure month within a month of joining my program. I will make you a 6-figure coach. Work with me and I'll make you a 6-figure coach. Every single person I have spoken to who has bought one of these programs for $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 or pounds or whatever has left disappointed, because there is no way that somebody can make you a 6-figure coach. It's literally nonsensical bullshit, because nobody can make you do that. Like in my coaching program, I say, I will give you solid foundations for your business. I will give you the tools, the strategies, the tactics you need to create core offers and to market them and message them and sell them. I can't say to you, I will make you a 5-6-figure coach, because that's up to you. I can only give you my support, my advice and my experience and the knowledge. I can't make you those things. So these people who offer these crazy, American English doesn't have an adjectives like balmy. Yeah, as I wrote it, I was thinking, I've got a Canadian and a American on the call here. They're not going to know what balmy is, but I think you get the gist. Yeah, these people who promise this like six-figure, these massive financial results. And actually, I shared a post the other day. I'm not sure if you saw it. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of coaches, business coaches, when they enroll people into their coaching programs, they have a network, a referral network that is all connected. So you might get an instant referral from your business coach that could give you £5,000 or whatever it might be. And then you write your little testimonial saying, oh my God, within the first week of joining Sally's program, I had my first £5,000 day. But that's one referral from that coach, and they'll only give you one or two referrals, and they're doing it to get those quick results, to get that feedback, to get that testimonial they can put on their website. Newsflash, that is actually what is happening out there. So rather than focusing on quick wins, short-term results, when you are looking to work with a business coach, and this is not a sales thing at all, like honestly, work with me, don't work with me, whatever floats your boat. But when you're looking to work with a business and marketing coach, go with one who's looking at long-term sustainable results, right? Don't fall into all of this quick win stuff. And don't promise stuff yourself that you know in your heart you can't really deliver for people. Because again, if you don't believe it, you're not going to be able to sell it. And all you're doing is setting yourself up to fail. So what to do that is the better way? What is the better way? So come up with your own unique offers. Oopsie, don't know why I put a Q there. Offers and messaging and identity. We talked about that there. Identity. So come up with your own unique offers, messaging and identity. Right? Don't follow what the crowd are doing. If it feels disingenuous to you, it's going to feel disingenuous to your community. Find your own voice. Follow your own values. You know, be in integrity. Trust yourself. Oh my God, trust. Trust is such a huge one, man. You've got to trust yourself. There's going to come a point in this online business journey where you've got to say, you know what, actually, this just doesn't feel right to me anymore. And I've got to trust what my heart is telling me. You know, you've got to, like Glennon Doyle says, you've got to settle down and go inside and listen to the knowing inside of you, because the knowing will tell you the truth. And if you're like, oh yeah, I'm a six-figure coach, I can make you a six-figure coach. If you're inflating the results you can get for people, if you're going along with tactics that make you feel bad or negative, it's just not going to do you any favors in the long run. So your honesty and integrity will attract those clients. And the fears that lie underneath this copycat marketing, again, fear of rejection. If I don't do this, what are people going to think? If I don't, I mean, I'm a business coach, right? And I, you know, I'm one of the few that doesn't promise huge, unrealistic financial results from working with me. And I breathed in as I was saying that, because it's still kind of, oh, you know what I mean? I'm still facing those fears myself and working through it myself. But I just know, hand on heart, that it's bullshit. And I know that it's not real. But I've got to keep on saying, come on, Sally, that's not who you are. That's not what you're promising. I don't want to work with people under those kind of false pretenses that people feel that they're going to get these results that just aren't feasible. You know, building a business, starting a business from scratch, tweaking a business, it's not a seamless step from here to $5,000. You know, it takes time, effort, energy, and I can't make you do it. As a coach, I can support and guide you, but I can't make you do it. So you've got to really trust yourself, trust your instincts, stay in integrity. If you don't believe it, you won't sell it. So let me know in the comments which of these three mistakes you've made, maybe, or you're currently making. If this has helped you to figure out a way to stop making those mistakes or avoid those mistakes. If bells have been ringing through all of this, then get in touch with me. There's place for you in the Business of Coaching Academy. It's where I really help really purpose-driven female coaches build sustainable, solid, successful businesses that are actually going to feed them for a lifetime and not just deliver quick results that are actually just empty. So if all of this is ringing true for you, let me know. We can have a chat, we can get on a call, we can literally get you enrolled in the academy today and be having our first one-to-one session next week, which I'd be so excited about. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this session. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comments. I'll be doing these live Steps to Success sessions every Friday from now on at 2 p.m. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments, and I'll come back to you all in the comments after this live. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have an absolutely beautiful weekend, guys. Listen to your gut. Trust your instinct. Don't make the mistakes I made. I hope that's helped you today, guys, and I will see you later. Mwah. Bye.